Hey everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria. Thank you for watching my channel. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about something really cool that I have been learning, and I believe it can be of value to you. Because guess what? In life, you're gonna have people that drive you insane. And I learned something recently that helped me deal with this and just looking at it a different way that I hope helps you too. Because here's the thing, as hard as it is to accept this sometimes, your relationship with everybody else is a relationship with yourself. It's a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. And there's this quote, I can't think of it. It's in my head somewhere I read it. It's like you cannot be at war with others if you're not at war with yourself. And when we talk about being at war, I'm talking about small disagreements, or I find that this shows up weirdly, not in people you know as much, though that can happen, but it can show up in strangers pretty easily, like on the internet with a disagreement, or like someone that, you know, I'm actually selling my air conditioner right now, and that's what prompted me to do this video, because I realized in the past I would get way more triggered with things that annoyed me, and that would come out, but I actually have changed it. So I wanted to tell you how you can do that too. Really, so the first thing to know is if you're having disagreements with people and tension with people, and could be someone you're really close to or not, but it comes up. One thing to notice is that it comes up with more than one person, so it's not actually about that person. Negative energy wants to convince you that it's about that person. It wants to convince you that you need to fight that person, you need to change their mind. You're not going to be at peace unless you fix them and control them. And why it does that is because that's a perpetuating cycle that will never end. Because you can't fix them, you can't control them. You don't have control over other people. What you have control over is yourself. So that's the solution. Therein is the solution for you. And so what you need to do is every time you get triggered by someone outside of you, you have to stop and you have to start looking inside and being like, how has this happened before? How has this triggered something in me that I can feel in a specific place in my body and my energy? It's not just a like general trigger. Even if you're really angry, you're going to be able to feel the seat of the energy of the trigger, like in your heart or in your throat or in your neck, or like you're going to be able to feel where it is. And you have to get awareness that this pattern is inside of you. It's not somebody else's fault, no matter how annoying they tend to be or how mean. And why it's important to have awareness of these triggers is because that's the first step to changing them and getting rid of them. When you're aware that that negative energy is inside of you and it's getting triggered by life, instead of looking at these situations like they're hurting you, you can start looking at them for what they are, which is life trying to get you to heal. How are you going to heal something that you don't know exists, that you don't know is there? You just don't. That's the worst case scenario, by the way. When people come to me and they tell me about their problems, I'm always like, good. I'm so happy that you're talking about this problem. Why? Because if you didn't even know the problem was there, then you would be way worse off. When you look at something in your life and you say, that doesn't work for me, I don't like that, this is a problem, this is a pattern, I want to congratulate you on having problems, because you are calling them problems. The worst place to be, you guys, is to be in a place where you call problematic things normal. That's when people really get in trouble. That's when people spiral. That's when people accept less for themselves. They don't fight, you know? So if you're saying, hey, I got a problem, this is a problem, that's a problem, I don't like this and I don't like that, good. And so you have to realize that life wants you to get those problems out of your energy, because your energy creates your reality. So when you have a negative thing inside of you, a negative energy, it will create situations in your life that reflect that. It will trigger that. Where did it come from? not the annoying guy that you're trying to sell your air conditioner to. It's from inside of you. It was already there. And if you can fight with that person, you can fight with that person and fight with that person. And if you don't get that out of you, then you're just going to have new situations coming up again and again that reflect that again and again. You see what I mean? So your energy is the place where you need to look. I don't want to hit myself too hard, but I'm really trying to make a point. That's where it comes from every single time, no matter how annoying it is. And what do you do about that? Well, I recommend getting it cleared because that's the work I do. That's the fastest way I find to get rid of the blocks is to have them cleared, because I have a method that clears them. And the thing to know about that is that your energy always clears in layers and it's permanent. So when you get energy cleared, it's always going to be permanent. And those blocks will never return. What can happen is people can have new things come up. And then maybe you want to get that cleared, or maybe you want to live your life. And the other way to work with these issues is to learn the lessons. Sometimes even the self-awareness can be enough. But what you want to look for is, what am I learning through this? What is life trying to teach me? Because here's the thing, even if you get your energy cleared, you're still going to have to live a life as a human. You're still going to have lessons to learn. And that's true for me too. Everybody. I clear my energy every single day, but I still have lessons to learn. We all do. It's just getting your energy cleared really escalates and accelerates the process so that you don't spend time dwelling in things longer. It's like, let's get through the muddy bullshit faster so that you can go on to other things, right? Rise up. You can have new challenges. You can be in a different level. That's very real. The up-leveling through energy work, through learning lessons is very real. It is permanent and you never go back. So it's worthy work in general. But yeah, having awareness is really important. Looking for the lesson is always something that you want to do. What is the pattern that you see in yourself with different people that you're arguing with? What is the pattern in yourself? What do you tend to do that doesn't work? Do you tend to lose your cool? Do you tend to blame them? Do you tend to not want to have self-awareness? Do you tend to not have the ability to be peaceful or to deal with your anger in yourself instead of lashing out? It could be a lot of different things. It could also be you tend to hold back your real feelings and maybe you should express yourself more truthfully. You want to look for the thing that you've done in the past that never worked. And you want to look for, what could I do instead? That's going to lead you to the lesson. So you want to do that no matter what. And what will start happening? This is good news. When you look for the lesson, when you get self-awareness, when you realize there's a problem, especially when you get your energy cleared, what happens is this magical feeling starts to come over you the next time it happens. And you can even catch yourself kind of going back into the pattern and then being like, I don't want to do that. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Because the reason why you're at war with others is because it makes sense to you. You feel like it's legitimate to be at war in that moment. But when you start to clear the trigger, you'll go into the same moments and be like, you'll see it for what it is. You're like, that's not going to work. There's no point to that. Me and this person are just trying to really, at the baseline, get along. That's what we're all really trying to do. No one's trying to come into your life, usually, to ruin it. People are just trying to protect themselves. Everybody's thinking about themselves. So you start to be like, oh, this is not going to be productive to go into this old pattern here. And it's really a magical feeling. And I've had this happen the past couple days in situations where I would normally be like, I'm going to tell you what blah, 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 blah. I've just been like, oh, like literally in my energy, I just am like, there's this peaceful, honestly, it's like the resurrection light purple energy that I talk about all the time. It's like a cloud just comes over me like, stay calm. And I'm like, yeah, that makes more sense to stay calm. I don't want to fight with this person. I don't want to be having attitude with this person. I don't want to, like, it's just, you see it for what it is all of a sudden. And I just wanted to say how incredible that feels to have these moments of real change and clarity in your life in very specific ways that give you more peace and help you feel better about your interactions and just good inside yourself. And so the message I really want to give you is that the way you feel about yourself, the energy that you have inside, what you're carrying, and the power and the strength and the connection that you have to your own spirit is the whole point. And this goes from our relationships with each other to our relationships with other countries, our relationships with everybody outside of ourselves. It really is a reflection of you and yourself. So I'm saying when you have a better relationship with yourself, you just don't even want to fight with people. And so if you're fighting with people, guys, look inside, all right? And if you need help getting these cleared, look in the comments in the description, and there will be a link where you can get a free consult with me, and I'll tell you all about the blocks that I see in your energy. I actually draw them for you visually, and we can talk about what you're going through and how I can help. I have some really amazing deals right now, and I only have a few spots. So if you would like to get some energy work done, to practically get some of these blocks out of your system faster, to help you faster, I would love to assist you. So thank you for watching, guys. Sending you so much love. You got this. Bye.